Here are 6 summertime tips for your breast prosthesis. And number 5 is one you really need to pay attention to. Hi, I'm Sherry from Twin Sisters Mastectomy Boutique. And if you like our videos, please like and subscribe, share, comment down below. We really appreciate your support. We're trying to grow our community and we need your help. So here we go. The first tip is going to sound so obvious, but it's really important. And that tip is to make sure that your breast prosthesis is still the right fit. And you're like, of course it's the right fit. I've been wearing it every day. It looks fine. But the thing is when we're wearing it every day, we don't necessarily notice changes in our bodies. And even when we're looking in the mirror, trying to see if the girls match, it's not always that easy to see. So what I suggest is that you put your breast prosthesis on in your mastectomy bra, and then you put on a tight white or light colored t-shirt. Because if you wear a darker color, it hides all the flaws. But wear a light colored t-shirt, tighter than you'd normally wear, and plain. No patterns or designs or anything on there. And then have somebody take a picture of you. And I say have somebody else take a picture of you because if you put your, camera here and you take a selfie, one arm is up, one arm's down, and then the girls are going to look uneven regardless. But if you can get somebody to take the picture, or if you can put it on a timer, put your hands at your sides so at the same place on either side. Don't do this because now they're going to be uneven. Put your hands either both like this or both down, but make them the same and take a picture. You will be surprised at what you see. It makes a huge difference. It's not just, looking in the mirror, but when you see a picture. And because in the winter we can hide under all of our heavy knit sweaters and scarves, we may not notice it. But in the summer, you're wearing thinner fabrics, more form-fitted clothing, things that cling to your body, and you don't want to be in somebody else's picture and you're looking at it going, oh crap, the girls don't match. That's not the way you want to find out. So check it out. Make sure that the girls are still a good fit. Here in Ontario, Canada, if the girls no longer fit and it's still within the 2 years, because the government participates in a grant every 2 years for breast prosthesis for Ontario residents. But if you change body size or shape and the girls don't match, they'll participate again within that 2 years. Does that make sense? Okay. So check that out. Super important. You're just going to find that if you have a breast prosthesis that's properly fitted, your clothes are going to look better, your posture will be better, everything is better, and people will be like, did you get a haircut? You look really good. Yeah, sure, go with that. So that was your first tip. Now for your second tip, it's summer and it's hot and nobody wants to wear layers of clothing, and that means a bra and a tank top and who wants to wear layers in the summer? These are made out of surgical grade silicone, so they're already hot. You don't want layers now. So here's a fantastic tip. You can put your breast prosthesis in mastectomy tank tops. Now these have a built-in shelf bra and the prosthesis goes in the pockets, and it does not feel like you're wearing a bra, first of all, because who wants to wear a bra in the summer? It's restricting, it's hot. But you also don't have to wear layers. You can just wear this one item and your breast prosthesis goes in, and now you're not wearing layers of clothing, which is fantastic. I have people who wear versions of this, different colors, different styles, basically the same thing, all year round, all year, because they are so comfortable, especially when you're traveling, you're on a plane or something. Whew, you're gonna love those. Yeah. But in the summer, it's hot out. This is tip number 3. It's hot out, we're sweaty, and the recommendation for your breast prosthesis is that you wash it daily. That's a manufacturer's suggestion, recommendation, but most people don't do that. Let's be honest. Most people have their breast prosthesis in their bra, in the pocket of the bra, and when they change their bra, they take out the prosthesis, they wash it, and they put it in the new bra. So it's every 3 days or so. But in the summer, it can get really hot. So you have a pocket here where the breast prosthesis goes in, and the pocket can get wet with sweat because it's against your body. And so that sweat can transfer onto your breast prosthesis. Also, for some reason, all the bras have this little cookie cutter cut out, like a little bite. And I don't know why they do that. It doesn't show from the front, but from the back, there's a little portion of the breast prosthesis that actually comes in contact with your skin. So you can get deodorant on there, lotion, what have you. And while you never want to put perfume, lotion, anything on your breast prosthesis, it may transfer from your body to the breast prosthesis. And therefore, you just want to keep this clean and fresh because, you know, you can imagine like a week's worth of sweat and deodorant on here, it might start to smell bad. So just wash it. Wash it a little bit more often. I know in the summer, you know, I take more showers in the summer. Like I shower every day, but in the summer, I might shower like 2 or 3 times just to even just get a cold rinse because I'm so hot. So, you know, you can just run this under some water, take off any surface dirt or sweat, and it's nice and fresh. It won't harm your prosthesis to wash it more often, and it'll be nice and fresh and clean for you. And that's always very nice. Now, if you are swimming, this is number 4. If you are swimming and you're wearing a breast prosthesis, okay, so surgical grade silicone breast prosthesis, no matter the manufacturer, keeping in mind surgical grade silicone breast prosthesis, not something you're buying off of the internet. These are made all the same way because they have to meet certain requirements, weight requirements, and warranty requirements. And so they are all kind of equivalent in quality and durability. But half the manufacturers say you can swim in them and half say you can't. Now, I've talked about this before. Why do some manufacturers say you can't swim in it? Well, I personally think it's to push a line of swim prosthesis. They're a little bit less expensive and it's an added sale. Now, having said that, I have clients who purchase a swim prosthesis, even though that their prosthesis is warranted for water. Why? Well, they're avid swimmers and they just want the extra. Okay, no problem. That works. Great idea. And the swim prosthesis you can wear in a hot tub, but you can't wear these in the hot tub. But you can wear them in the pool, in chlorinated water, in lake water, ocean water, whatever you want. But here's my suggestion, is rinse them off after you've been in the pool, lake, ocean, whatever. Just to get the chlorine off or the lake water off. It's not going to do it any harm, but I think it's just good practice. Now, do you have to like jump out of the pool and go rinse it off, or jump, you know, out of the lake and run to the cottage to rinse it? No. But when you are done with your swimming, done with your day, and you're going back to change your prosthesis into a mastectomy bra, just clean it off at that time. Just clean it off and you're good to go. That's my suggestion. Now here's number 5. We've got 6 tips for you, but this is 5. And I cannot tell you how important this is because I've heard all sorts of stories. If you are swimming in your prosthesis, whether it's a swim prosthesis or a non-swim prosthesis, you have to wear mastectomy swimwear. You must. Because these girls will float away and you're thinking, oh, but I'm fine. My swimsuit is very tight to my body. These will be in place. Nope. No. They'll swim away. I have heard so many stories of people going, and I looked over there and there was my breast prosthesis floating away. Good news is they float, won't sink to the bottom of the lake or something, but they will float away. Now, if you have swimwear that you absolutely love and it's non-mastectomy, go to, you know, the tailor or the seamstress and have somebody sew in a pocket for you. The swimwear has a very similar pocket to the tank tops, okay, in that it is a shelf bra, so super comfortable. In fact, a lot of non-mastectomy bras have the same sort of thing, only they don't have the extra opening for your prosthesis. So wear mastectomy swimwear because, you know, I get it. You're like, I don't need to buy any more swimwear. I already have a hard time finding swimwear. I like the swimwear I have. I'll be fine. You say that until you're in the public pool or at a friend's pool or the cottage and your breast prosthesis is floating away, and then you're like, oh, I should have just bought the swimwear, because it's awkward and embarrassing, and then you're stuck at wherever you are, vacation or cottage or whatever, and you can't wear your swimwear anymore with your prosthesis. Like, it only takes once, and you're not going back in the water. I've had people put in like different things, like those puffs, but they get like all waterlogged and stuff, and that's just a nightmare too. So do yourself a favor, invest in mastectomy swimwear. It's beautiful. It's really not that much difference in price than non-mastectomy swimwear, for good quality non-mastectomy swimwear, and you will have peace of mind. Like, I honestly, the stories I could tell you of the numerous people who've come in and gone, I need swimwear, this is what happened to me. Don't be one of those people. And then here's another little tip. This is one that I've talked about a lot. Because breast prostheses are hot, you want to keep yourself cool. And one way to do that is by putting these in the refrigerator overnight. Not the freezer, the refrigerator. And, obviously you have to know who's going into your fridge. But when you put it on in the morning, it's nice and cool and refreshing. Is it going to stay that way all day? No. But it's nice in the morning. Or, whenever you're not wearing it, you should be wearing it all day. But, if you're running in to take a shower before you go out at night, just pop it in the fridge for a little while, and it's nice and cool and refreshing. So that's a great tip. Again, not the freezer, but put it in the refrigerator, because it's just like, that feels really good. Even though it's in the pocket of the bra, it's nice and cool. So that's it. What tips do you have to keep your breast prosthesis in good shape and comfortable in the summer? What summertime tips do you have? Did I miss any? I probably did. Tell me down below. Share with our community what tips you have, because we all read it and we all appreciate it. And thank you, and we'll see you soon.